Tonight, we focus on change that can reshape the balance of power. Chinese universities are rapidly climbing global rankings, while many American institutions are losing ground. And while Harvard University still remains a global heavyweight, even it is no longer untouchable. For years, Harvard topped international rankings that measure research productivity, the sheer volume and influence of academic publications. But that dominance is now under pressure. In the latest global research rankings, Harvard has slipped to third place, overtaken by Chinese institutions that are producing research at an unprecedented pace. The university, now sitting at number 1, is Zhejiang University in eastern China, a position that would have been almost unimaginable just 2 decades ago. Experts say this is not because American universities are doing less. In fact, Harvard and several other top US institutions are producing more research than they did years ago. The issue is that China's research output has grown far faster, fundamentally reshaping the global academic landscape. 7 Chinese universities now rank among the world's top 10 for research production, a dramatic reversal from early 2000s when American universities dominated the list almost entirely. Analysts describe this movement as a potential turning point. Some warn it reflects a broader shift in global influence, where leadership in science and research increasingly mirrors geopolitical power. The concern is not just about prestige or rankings, but about innovation, technological leadership, and long-term national competitiveness. The shift comes at a time when American universities are facing new pressures at home. The Trump administration has sharply reduced federal research funding, arguing that cuts are needed to eliminate waste and refocus priorities. University leaders warn those reductions could undermine scientific progress, disrupt long-term projects, and weaken America's position as a global research leader. At the same time, immigration restrictions and tighter visa policies are reshaping who comes to study and work in the United States of America. The number of international students arriving last year dropped significantly, raising concerns that top global talent may increasingly look elsewhere, including to China, which has been actively courting foreign researchers with new visa funding and state-backed support. China, meanwhile, has spent years pouring billions of dollars into higher education. Its leadership has been explicit about the goal, scientific and technological dominance as a pillar of national power. Chinese universities now highlight their global rankings as milestones, and state media regularly celebrates their ascent. Researchers there are publishing more frequently, collaborating internationally, and increasing targeting top English language journals that carry global influence. Different ranking systems tell slightly different stories, but the trend is consistent. Even where Harvard still ranks first, Chinese universities dominate just behind it. Other global rankings show American institutions slipping steadily down the list, while universities in China, Hong Kong, and South Korea continue to rise. Experts caution that the full impact of US funding cuts may not appear immediately. Research takes years to complete, publish, and be cited. But the warning signs are already there. Fewer grants mean fewer projects, fewer papers, and eventually fewer breakthroughs, all of which shape how universities are ranked and how they are perceived worldwide. Supporters of broader ranking systems note that the US universities are still performing strongly when factors like reputation, student demand, and faculty awards are considered. But even those rankings show erosion. American universities still dominate the very top, yet farther down the list, more are slipping than rising, a trend that has been accelerating. Why does this matter? Because universities do more than educate students. They produce the research that fuels economic growth, medical breakthroughs, technological advances, and national security. Rankings influence where the world's best students study, where top scientists work, and where governments and companies invest. As one expert put it, strong universities signal strong strength, strong nation. And history shows when countries weaken their academic institutions, the consequences can be far-reaching. Tonight, The global research race is clearly intensifying. China is accelerating, America is receding, and the outcome could shape not just classrooms and labs, but the balance of power in the decades ahead.